Hello and welcome to my first impressions video brought to you by MMO Play. Today we're taking a look at an upcoming AAA MMO. Oh, we're just getting lots of them this year. And this one is Wildstar. At the time of recording, there is currently a beta weekend going. So if you want to try this game, go find a code. If you've pre-ordered, you're in. So go check it out. This game has been compared a lot to vanilla World of Warcraft, and there's a good reason for that. The gameplay, the questing, the leveling, very similar to Warcraft. The combat responsiveness and fluidity, very good like Warcraft. It has also options for add-ons. It feels like vanilla WoW, and if you're a fan of that style of game, you probably will get a kick out of Wildstar. If you do not, then, well, there's a lot of MMOs that have a similar style. There are two sides. PvP is going to be a thing. It's not 3-realm RVR, though. And also each side has 4 races, male and female you can also choose, and then different classes. You can see over on the side, on the right, it tells you different things about your race, about your class, and then about your exploration type. So, I'm going to pick the Fox, and I'm going to go with a Mage. And then you can see you can choose one of these 4 different styles. So here I'm going to end up going with the Explorer, and then you hop into the game. And here we go. There is a bit of a cutscene that I skipped out. Don't need to see that right now. And you're going to see a lot of similarities to Warcraft, only in sci-fi. And with Mr. Cowboy over here. I almost called him Jim Raynor. Looks like him for StarCraft 2. So we come on down. WASD movement. You can hold shift to sprint. You got 1 through 10 keybinds. You actually unlock different slots as you go. You start with only just the 1. Also, R is a surge ability, which lets me do something. In this case, it lets me power up my abilities faster. And for questing, at least by default, you actually have to click on the quest indicator to tell you what's going on. So here, it'll give me an arrow, temporarily show me where to go. I did not see an option in the settings to have it just automatically be on the map. It's probably there, and if it's not there, can only assume, since add-ons are available in-game, that add-ons will fix that if you really want constant feedback. If you're just used to the traditional mini-map and quest and all that, which, gotta admit, I'm getting used to. Come over here, get a little cutscene.
Can you hear me?
There is some voice acting. It's not fully voice acted. It's not going to be like Elder Scrolls or SOLTOR, where you have every NPC saying everything that's on the screen. But there's a decent amount of voice acting, and the world does feel pretty nice. Like I said, if you are a fan of Warcraft, this is something to keep an eye out for. Over here. And there's just going to be, this area, a lot of exploration and a lot of interacting with things. It's a tutorial. Let's get into some combat, though. It's an MMORPG. We want to see some fighting. Skipping ahead a little bit. I'm going to go over here. I now have a second ability activated. And my quest is down below, so took the shortcut. Alright, this guy. My 2 ability, what it does is it charges up. You can see it's got 4 different dots. When the dots get to full, it does maximum damage and then one-shots them. Well, not right quite. That one particularly did 1 shot. Then my normal shot, it does a cone in front of me. It is an AoE. It will hit multiple targets. And as far as I can tell, sometimes you had to spam it, sometimes you didn't. I don't know if that's just bugginess or what. While using my charge-up ability, I do have to stand still, so I can't just spam it. It is on a cooldown, so I can't just keep moving. Other abilities can be unlocked later. There is sort of a skill progression system. It seems to be more of a passive skill tree, similar to Path of Exile, and less of an active skill tree like World of Warcraft. Your active skills seem to unlock through levels, whereas the things that you actually progress with and choose and customize, that seems to be passive skills. Maybe it changes at higher levels, but at least at this point, it's the same. Currently, the open beta weekends is capped at level 17. If you get an invite to the closed beta, it lets you go all the way to 50. I'm going to go through here and shoot this. The quest indicator on the side shows you a percentage of guys that you've killed. So, you know, in Warcraft it'll say, go kill 5 bears, and you will kill 5 bears, and it'll say 1 of 5, 2 of 5. Here it would say 20%, 40%. I actually kind of think that little graphical interface does make it feel a little bit different at times. The combat feels fairly impactful. I mean, obviously I'm just using little pistols and shooting, but the glow, the sound effect, it does actually feel like I'm actually shooting someone. And it's also kind of nice to see a mage that I'm not necessarily waving around a staff. I'm using abilities, but I get to use pistols. And I'm just going to go ahead and surge up. Using my surge does make it so my AoE attack charges up much faster. The third attack you do get later, which I think at level 3, is actually a stun. It'll charge you through a guy, and it'll stun him temporarily. It's a kind of a really cool ability, although sometimes I get disoriented and have to turn around quickly. The combat feels very responsive, very tight. I did not feel any latency, even though open beta weekends are often stress tests and tend to get a little overloaded. Alright, let's check out some of the interface options now that we've seen, the good stuff. Doing the treadmill run for a second there. Come on over here, talk to the guy, turn the quest. You can hit F to interact with items, or you can right click them, and that is the most metal level up screen I've ever seen. So when you level up, here's where things get interesting, at least eventually. At low level, it's pretty basic. So you unlock new abilities, or you'll progress the abilities. There's not much in the way of choices here. The way you customize is you actually will unlock more abilities than you can fit in your bar, and you can't just grab more bars. So it's not going to be one of those games where you're going to have like 50 different abilities you're using. You actually have to choose the ones you're going to actively use. And you can save them as a loadout. Here is the passive skill tree. That's what I was talking about. It felt like Path of Exile. It felt big. Other than that, stats seem to be the same. Gear you can equip. You really seem to customize your stats. Also, the secondary stats will show things like crit damage, and all that. Like the game, check it out. It is currently doing 4 beta weekends. This, at the time of the recording, April 4th is one of them. So if you want to check out the game, go get yourself a code and get in. It'll be available in June. It's available for $50. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Bye. Let me jump back down and kill some more guys.